Hello, hello, hello. Thank you for tuning in today. Today we're going to be watching an absolute hell of a match between the Mage haters and the Frostguard, two extremely powerful teams in this lower bracket. I'm your caster, Cinco, followed by another one of our casters here, Rex, if you'd like to introduce yourself.
Hello, I am Rex. I recently became a Riven OTP, and I suck at it.
Filthy, filthy Riven main, SMH. Right, but today we have two extremely strong teams, both contending for the first place here. I'm pretty sure it was that if both contesting for third place here, and I'm pretty sure that if the Frostguards win, they'll be hedged by 10 points. But if Demacia wins, they
Okay, so if Frostguard wins, they have to win another series, and then they're ahead by 10 points. If Demacia wins, no, also wrong. Okay, we'll let Tuba explain it then.
Yeah, guys. So basically, if Demacia win this today, they will keep up their pressure on Piltover, putting them on 700 points if they win. Whereas Freljord can play spoiler here and make it easier for the Piltovans in their remaining two series. As a reminder, if Demacia do win this series, doesn't matter if it's a 2-1, 2-0, whatever, Piltover will need to win both remaining series in the middle bracket third place match and in the lower final, which is on Friday. So there's all to play for in terms of kingmaking from Freljord here. I'll leave it back to you guys.
Right, thank you so much, Tuba, for the clarification. But because of a little bit of a mishap in drafting in these games, we will be jumping straight into these games. And just before we go in, Rex, any predictions for this?
You know what? I like Demacia more, so I think Demacia's gonna win.
You know, fair enough, but we do have two extremely strong teams there, and I think it is going to be an absolute wonder to cast. So, without further ado, if we could be jumping straight into these games.
No.
But before we do get into the games,
the Mage haters are gonna play Mage?
are the Mage haters going to be playing mages?
Yeah.
I mean, given their track record here, right? They do seem to be Mage haters, but I've been seeing quite a lot of mages from the Mage haters.
So what you're telling me is they're not true to the name?
No, I don't think they are. I think they've got a little bit of an uprising.
Damn. Just like the real Demacia.
Yeah, a little bit of parallels to the actual lore here. Maybe that's part of their thing, though. Maybe that is part of their thing.
You know what?
And, you know,
I mean,
now the question going right back onto you. Frostguard, how many Freljordan champions do you think they're actually going to pick this time? Because they're well known for not really picking Freljordan champions.
I mean, I would hope they pick Ashe because she's a very strong ADC right now. Maybe paired up with a Braum and have a very heavy CC lane and disengage. What else is a Freljord champion? Ooh, Sejuani top. I want to see a Sejuani top. That would be very fun.
You want to see a Sejuani top? Oof.
Yes.
I mean, we did see. I think last week we saw a Sejuani mid actually, which was quite the spectacle.
Okay. I mean, okay, mid lane's fine, but I think Sejuani does the job of a top laner pretty well. Like, you're not really a carry mage in the mid lane, right? Yeah, because you're a tank, you got CC, you can probably win against most any lane opponents, right? I think she does top lane a lot better. Rock? Maybe we get a Rock, yeah. No, I am a Rock. True. Also true. Malphite's also a good champion.
Oh, I absolutely despise Malphite. I'm not gonna lie to you. All the champions that I play just get hard countered by Malphite. I despise him. He's my permaban.
What champions do you play? Is it Aurelia and Gnar by chance?
It's Aurelia, Vayne, Kayle.
Ah, yes, okay.
You can imagine why I don't particularly like Malphite there. Yeah. But here we are heading into these games.
All right. Let me make some things
Just
bigger
looking at
so I can
these.
see. We do see
Just looking
Sejuani,
at these
but
drafts.
it's on the side of
We
Frost.
do.
Okay, good. Freljord champions. Respectable. And we see
have
an Ash
one
Braum as well.
Frostguard
My god.
champion.
Everything,
And you've seen Ash
everything I
Braum.
said in the game. Yeah. God damn. Alright.
Ooh. A little bit of early trading inside of the top lane. Since that getting caught out by the set E, going to be taking a big chunk of damage there in level 1 before the minions come.
Yeah. Both junglers are pathing opposite to the other. So I think the one that's going to be pathing bot is going to have a higher likelihood of success. Pathing to the Ornn lane is not really interesting or fun.
I mean, there's one thing standing out to me, and that is the LeBlanc support here.
What do you mean? That's completely normal. Have you never played with Kenny?
Is it? I've never
Yeah.
seen a LeBlanc support once.
Don't worry about it, okay? It's just the best support right now. It's not, but let's
I
pretend
don't
like it is.
know.
It does damage and it has CC, that's a support, okay?
I see. Okay, but is she not gold dependent?
No, not really. At least not in the year levels. We still do damage.
Right. You know what? Fair enough. No, I guess it is like having just a Lux on your support, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think the Lilia's gonna have fun this game if the Annie doesn't flash ult her. Because 2 tanks and probably a mobile ADC. On the other side, Ashe getting ulted by Sejuani would also be pretty nice for the teamfight.
We do see Slender,
Slender
and Cannibal using really good use of that just early matchup advantage that they have to get that wave in and even get some damage onto that turret a little bit early.
Mm-hmm. Nice W by the LeBlanc. Deals the damage and then dodges the Ash W with the minions. Alright, are we
Looking here, as
now
we get
from
to
this
our
shot?
jungler's first absolute full clears. Seeing what their plans will be here after these full clears is really what's gonna, determine the state of this game going forward.
I mean, top lane looks gankable. Maybe not anymore.
Top lane looks very gankable, but since that's taken a lot of damage to bait this out, it does look like Wally is going to be caught out. With his W already gone, there's not really much he can do, and that is gonna be Wally going down in the top lane, the kill going over to Lilia. An amazing first blood for the Mage haters.
Oh, hats off to them. They use the gank timers perfectly. They get the crowd, and then we just get a reset. And then we do the same thing again. Oh, maybe an overstep from Catnipple. Or maybe an overstep from the Braum. God damn, okay.
An overstep
flash?
from... It was a flash from Braum, I think.
I thought it was Caitlyn that flashed, but it didn't look like she flashed.
Oh wait, was it?
Okay.
Oh,
yeah,
Braum got
did
his
not
little dash and Caitlyn flashed after.
Okay. Okay.
And I guess you're exactly right about that LeBlanc in the bot lane. With just that much damage going down, there is just so much that it's not really much Matfix could do anymore after his support went down.
Yeah, see, you don't even need items on LeBlanc. You just deal damage from the get-go. You're basically a tank. But yeah. Terra Panda, so Biwa Haya on Lilia, is usually the mid laner, but he's been subbed out to jungle because Spoop is a support. No, Spoop is the not support, substitute. There we go. Just some fun info. Oh, the Ornn is doing some amazing trades on this volley.
Ooh, beautifully using his ult to make sure that use of the ult from the set there, making sure that the Ornn is not allowed to use their ult. And as the Ornn is looking to get a little bit more damage onto the set flashes onto the Ornn, securing that kill when they were left on such low HP. Amazing plays from Huali here.
Yeah, 20 CS load in the top lane and a kill. It's going to be
And
harder
it
harder
looks
for the
like the Frostguard are going to start playing closer to that bot side to try to secure this first Drake. But we see both the junglers kind of duking it out inside of the Drake there right now, with Ziemniak being on a little bit lower HP and the support moving quicker. Ziemniak looks to be in just a little bit of a tougher position, with the rest of the team finally moving down, but looks a little bit late. Ziemniak having to flash out with that Lux ult coming out, but just about barely missing. It looks like there's going to be Drake could be handed over, but we don't know just yet. Sejuani could go for a steal, but no, that is going to be Drake going over to the Mage haters. The Villiver getting caught out a little bit, everyone on top of him, and he's just going to be going down like that. Not really much more that he can do after getting caught out with the rest of his team. And Dimniak going to be getting hit by the Lux Q, and it's also going to be getting taken out. It all looks to be falling apart for the Mage haters here. Slender's taking a lot of damage with some more CCs, slow from that Ashe, allowing the Lux to land that Q, and everybody just piling on top of her. It looks like it's going to be the Caitlyn going down there. What an absolutely amazing turn for the Frostguard here.
Yeah, 3 kills and the Drake with nothing in retaliation is pretty painful. Looks like the only shining light they have right now is the set on the top lane. So I hope they invest some jungle attention to him. Because honestly,
of course, we have two extremely strong top laners here. Huali and Sinset, both known for being extremely good in the top lane, so...
Now, if Huali gets a few more kills, he can bully the Ornn out of the lane. And if he ults the Ornn into the team, he's going to do a massive amount of damage. So it's going to be very important for positioning, how Sinset positions.
But it looks like Huali is once again just going to be caught out completely by this Lilia gank. That Ornn just having such a good setup for the Lilia to be ganking.
Grubbies are spawning. It looks like the Sejuani is moving. Well, we will not be able to contest them.
And there's the Sejuani top.
Not quite what I had in mind.
Got Nipple with a little bit of a roam in the mid lane, but just about missing the route, unfortunately for the Mage haters there.
Yeah. Ashe Arrow missed as well.
Ooh, beautifully buffering the set E with the Unstoppable from Ornn W. And literally being able to slow down the LeBlanc with her E. But that is going to be the Void Grubs going over to the Mage haters.
Yeah, Braum decided to stay down in bot lane and try to protect the Caitlyn.
Oh.
Does she die? She dies to Tibbers, no.
Is the Lux gonna go down? And she doesn't, she just about gets away. Unfortunate that Lux gets away with that kill, almost criminally. Is Vilberg gonna go down here though? That is the main question. No, it looked like Vilberg is also just about going to get out of there. Both mid laners living on just absolutely 0 HP, but the only difference being Lux got that kill on the...
Okay. Oh, some more fighting top lane. I think... let me look at the items. I think Huali should be okay in this matchup. Like, he can just run away and regenerate.
I won't be too sure if he plays so close to this Ornn all the time. Could be getting a little bit dangerous with how low he is. He is getting threatened with just a turret dive on this stacked wave here. Let's see what happens. Now he's gonna settle for pushing him away and taking this free plate. Oh, maybe not. Yep, there we go. Since I opts for the dive, making Huali lose such an absolutely huge wave in the top lane.
Well, it appears the Mage haters with her Mage are gonna win this first, but I'm on the track to winning the first game. Pretty good scaling. They're up. What is it? 1k gold, 2k gold right now? Minute 10? 1.7k gold, yeah. I see the number. Yes. Oh, we're a bit more quiet now. Never mind, we have a fight in bot
A
lane.
little bit of aggression inside of the bot lane with the flash ult going out from the Braum, being able to hold both. The Ashar going out, catching Slender Wolf as well. Slender's taking a lot of damage here, and that's going to be Slender down. What an absolutely amazing play from the bot lane on the Mage haters.
Yeah,
as well, just being
like perfectly
synced for, absolutely perfectly synced for this Drake as well. It coming up, and now that the enemy ADC is down, doesn't look like there's going to be much for Frostguard to contest here. However, they are looking for a cross-map play onto the Ornn. He's going to be hit by the Sejuani ult and being CC'd down. Is he going to be able to get out? No, it looks like he's going to go in to try to get Wally before he's out, but it doesn't look like Sejuani has the damage to just alone take care of this Ornn. And Ornn is going to be getting out, but there is a big wave coming in. They could be pressured by a dive from both the Sejuani and the Set here.
Yeah, in the meantime, Drink
It looks a little dangerous at this point.
And Lily is doing her top side clear.
Luck getting caught out by the roam from the supports amazingly with Vilbury, you know, just using that flash to make sure that they get in for that chain stun. And it looked like this LeBlanc and Annie combo is just going to be absolutely criminal with the amount of CC chaining that they're able to do there. And Wally's just about, not Wally, Tinta's just about able to get away with his life in the top lane after that trade.
Very close overall. Nah, I don't think the Annie had to flash her. The Annie, the chains were already on it. The chains already rooted the Lux.
See the Ashar coming out from Magix here, getting a lot of damage down onto Slender Wolf, knowing that she's alone, and they're knowing that Slender is alone without the ADC. They just decide to absolutely execute, and it is the correct call from them. Doesn't look like Annie's going to be able to get that back, and she's going to get clipped by the Lux ult, handing over another kill to this Lux, probably becoming quite a problem on this map with 4 kills already.
Yeah. Okay.
And here we see the mid lane v mid lane gold graph here.
Yeah. What is this? About a 1k gold lead right now? Or is it 700 gold? I'm not quite sure.
About 700, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's 700. It says right down. Alright, so the little bars are 500 gold. Gotcha. Yeah, a little bit of peace and quiet, I guess. Relative peace and quiet before we go to the next objective. Rift Herald spawning in 1 minute. I assume people are gonna fight for it, unless the bot lane gets a tower right now because the Caitlyn is recalling.
Controversial opinion, I think the Rift Herald is such a bait objective. But we do see some fighting inside the mid lane.
Yet, I think it's fine.
I know, I've just never seen the point of the Rift Herald. After the Void Grubs got added, they just seem so much more impactful than it.
Overall, yes, but it's still a nice objective, especially if first star hasn't fallen yet, which gives you what, an extra.
Yeah. Oh, Wally flashing past Sintet to ult him into the tower, but it does not look like he's going to be able to engage on much there. A flash ult for 1 good trade does not seem worth it. In the meantime, we have the mid lane with Zimniak throwing out the Sejuani ult to make sure that that Lux is not able to get away from that gank. And it's going to be the Lux going down there. We have Sintet calling in the Ornn ult, going to be missing it, and Wally's going to be using W to get a lot of damage onto this Ornn. What initially looked like a very one-sided fight is now put them extremely close in HP. Has to make Ornn think twice about diving this set.
Especially the passive regeneration. I don't think the Ornn can die with the set right now.
Especially, yeah.
Okay, well, it looks like we're ignoring the Rift Herald and we're just going for plays, I would guess, on the map. Lily's going to be down their bot side right now.
As you should. Okay. Nobody likes that objective.
But don't you want... What's her name again? Shelly? Yeah, Shelly. Don't you want
Shelly?
Shelly on your team? Come on. Yeah.
Maybe as moral support, but I don't know about committing 2 to 3 members to get some moral support, you know?
I mean, it's
and that's all of Vilberry Health just gone after 1 Q, unfortunately.
And Lux ulti's going to be back in 30 to 40 seconds. Fun. Okay. Yeah, Ornn above everybody else, as expected.
We see a gank coming in from Zimniak onto this Ashe, gonna be catching the Ashe out. Ashe uses the flash, but is unfortunately just not able to get away fast enough. Braum is also forced to flash out to make sure that he does not get hit by this chain CC on the enemy team. And that's gonna be both flashes gone on the bot side of the Mage haters.
There's some support will come
just before Drake comes in, another amazing fight. Another amazing fight that just happened inside of the bot lane with perfect timing. Braum is a champ. Braum is indeed a champ.
Braum can... I mean, he almost killed that. Oh, the Lux
and Lux is just there to clean it up with the ult. 30 to 40 seconds
for Lux ult. Yeah. Lux is a little bit fed. Then she's also got...
Yeah, once again. We're just seeing play after play inside of this bot lane around the same time that we're seeing the Drakes coming up, and you know, as whoever these plays go to is just whoever's getting this Drake, and it being a Cloud Soul means that whoever gets this Drake is in for a huge jump in their value. Wally and Sintat fighting fiercely inside of the top lane. Sintat just about able to dodge that sweet spot, but here is the enemy support coming in to stop that top lane fight from being a fair 1v1, and is going to be taking Sintat out after that long-winded fight.
I don't think he only wins a 1v1 against the set, like, anymore.
I wouldn't think so either.
Like, unless the set misses his W, or like just doesn't use his ult, or refuses to auto attack, I don't think he can only win him. He did get the tower though, so I guess that's fair. Oh,
and that's gonna be Annie. That's gonna be Annie popping the ult and the stun, getting so much damage down, but is unfortunately not enough to finish that Lux. With a little fight going on inside of the mid lane with some heavy trading, this Lux cannot walk up any further without risking their life. Both teams have a member that is two members that is extremely low inside of this fight. And does not look like either team really wants to commit to that right now.
Sintat in chat saying, if not for LeBlanc, he would have 100% won that when he won top. You know what, Sintat, I believe you. Surely. Yeah, maybe you should focus on the game instead of typing. Sintat.
I mean, but once again, my bad for judging the LeBlanc support pick. We've seen so much map pressure coming out from this LeBlanc on every single one of these lanes.
Yeah. Like, the higher elo you go, the less support becomes about actually supporting your ADC and becomes about impacting the map.
Since they're just not able to get that ult off, and in the meantime, we do see fight going on in the bot lane that goes over to the Frostguard, but once again, Stet does get solo killed in the top lane by Sintet.
Okay.
And we once again see why Shelly is with fake objective.
Hey, they got the tower. Well, don't disparage Shelly like that.
It would have got it anyway!
No, it was all Shelly's. Yeah, see? Shelly's the best. Even two agrees. Sintat.
We see Sintat pushing for, you know, this Demolish proc and overextended completely over here. Being forced to use the flash to dodge the Sejuani, but there comes the Caitlyn ult that seemingly did absolutely nothing, but unfortunately he's just far too deep, and everything that he does to get out is too little too late.
Yeah, the Caitlyn comes up for a build with not a lot of AD at the start to RSC instead of an actual AD item. So he's going to be a bit weak for now until she gets 2 more items. Other than that, there's not really much of a gold lead anywhere apart from support for LeBlanc. Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, 1k in mid lane for the Lux. Yeah. Yeah, game's pretty even. Surprised. After that, like, early game, I thought for sure.
After that early game, it looked for sure the Mage haters would just, yeah. It looked like the Mage haters were going to start running away with it, but, you know, they've been playing play after play just perfectly since. And it also looks like the Frostguards have been getting a little bit overconfident in their plays.
Alright, do we know when next Drake is spawning?
Next break is in 32 seconds, and it looks like both teams are trying to get a little bit of trading down, with Vilberg just getting absolutely deleted off the map 20 seconds before this Drake, an absolutely unfortunate turn of events. And we have Quali on less than half HP versus this Ornn here. Getting absolutely chased down, not being allowed to do anything. Uses the ult, and that's going to be the Seth most likely just going down. Oh.
If he does the combo correctly, he actually kills him.
No, Seth gets away! That is criminal!
Oh, that's it.
But we just do have complete river control from the Frostguards here. Sorry, not the Frostguards, the Mage haters here. Complete river control.
Yep.
But we do see the TP coming out from Set after going back to base on full HP, and this might just turn. Annie TPing as well with this numbers advantage, kind of turning around. We have a bit of a playback from here, but the Drake is going to be started out by the Mage haters here. And will Frostguard be able to contest this in time, or will they just be watching this Drake fall before their eyes? Luxalt going out, putting Slender down to barely any HP. This Sejuani is going to be going in, looking for a steal, and everybody on the team just ignores the Drake and lets Sejuani get it. And as that happens, the play starts to look like it's about to fall apart for the Mage haters, with their team completely separated. Ashe looking like they're not in the best. Ashe looking like actually they're on an amazing flank. My bad. I completely forgot that the enemy ADC was just in no position to be fighting here, but they hand over the Drake, but in turn, Ashe picked up a triple kill, and that's 4 of the Frostguard going down. What are they going to do with this tempo that they've made on the map?
They are going to recall. Oh, Ashe maybe gets a plate. Yeah, 1 plate for Ashe. I think they have to save the Annie flash ult for the Ashe, and I think the fights are playable after that.
Yeah, I feel like this Ashe is going to start running away with the amount of utility and damage that she's offering.
Yeah. Caitlyn still doesn't have LDR, and Ornn is full armor, so that's going to be a very hard meat shield to get through.
Yeah.
LeBlanc almost on her second item as well. Even though she's going full mage items. She's basically equal to the Annie right now, in terms of gold, I think. Yeah, but the difference between the supports has gotten drastically lower. Like, I think it was 1.2k at one point, and now it's only 200 for the favor of LeBlanc. Okay. We're fighting in the enemy jungle.
Lux this deep inside of the enemy jungle. Looks like we'll be having a fight about to break out inside. With the Sejuani ult going out, but that's going to be nearly everybody getting picked. 2 people getting picked by that Lux Q, and Lux is able to just absolutely blow up the LeBlanc on the enemy team. And as that's all happening, Ashe is able to find the Caitlyn as well, and it looks like this is all falling apart for the Frostguard once again. This Ashe turning into a huge problem, just making sure that nobody gets to run away from this slow.
And Huali also lost the 1v1 on bots. So this is a Baron angle, honestly, if I've ever seen one. Yeah, you have Ashe there, you have your jungle there. Just start it. Just take it. Do that, push out all the lanes, and you have a pretty nice reset.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
A 3k gold swing in the span of what? A minute?
A minute, yeah.
Probably more with the Baron. Yeah. Well, from an even game state, we went down to a 6k gold lead. Fun.
And you know, statistically, it's around 6k gold when, you know, games start looking unwinnable for teams. So I really want to see how Frostguard plans on bringing this one back.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough one. The Lux is way too far ahead, and now Lilia's got a bunch of gold as well. They're not really utilizing Baron like to the best of their abilities. They got 1 mid tier 2. But that looks to be it. Maybe not even that.
They did get quite a few plates in the bot lane onto the Ornn as well, though.
Fair, fair.
And Ornn is now
before the
contesting
Baron
to get this top lane pushed out. Yeah, he was already pushing it out, but, you know, it's part of the Baron play. It came up about when he started hitting the turret.
Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, well, breaks in 50 seconds. Until then, they can just continue to siege. Annie running at the Ashe, misses the flash ult, or doesn't ult the
Ashe gonna be getting caught out here. But Ashe does so much damage and getting backed up by the rest of the team here. That is gonna be Ashe taken down by Huali with Huali's ult. And Meta gonna be needing to flash out of there to make sure that they don't die as well. Lilia gonna be doing a lot of damage onto this Set, though. Set's gonna miss the W, and that's going to be Set going down as well, with Vilberg on very low HP. Does not look like Vilberg wants to be joining this fight, and Sejuani has agreed as they both flee away from this fight as fast as they can, back to the safety of the turret. Do they know that Annie is backing in such a dangerous position? No. Does not look like they do.
No, but that's another tip too. I'm going to Baron plane. Well, for the Baron plane. Up to a 7k gold lead. Oh god, Lux damage.
And that's just Vilberg gone. And once again, this Lux is absolutely deadly. Any root on a squishy target is just an instant kill for this Lux.
Yeah. Is Caitlyn next? Oh, I was expecting too much.
Except for the 30-second cooldown of, you know, Lux's Beam of Death.
Yep.
And all while this is happening in the top lane, forcing everybody on the Frostguard to respond to just these two. The rest of the team is there to secure the Drake that had just come up. Now on soul point for the Mage haters.
I'm pretty sure Ashe can just run down this set.
10 seconds left on this. 10 seconds left on this Baron, and we said earlier that they weren't doing too much with the Baron, but they did get mid, top, and bot turret on these, and it looked like Ashe is just running down the Set, but the Ashe is going to get caught by the Sejuani ult, but does not look like she's going to stick on. There's so much damage going down, and that's the whole entire team collapsing onto just these two inside of the bot lane. Looked like they were overextended for just a little bit too long, and that is going to be a huge shutdown going over.
The Lux damage is still looking insane.
Yeah.
Oh, the gold lead at least went down. Instead of 3k, it's 2.3k now. She doesn't die to the Annie.
And it's just Lux does not die to this Annie burst. And Syntet's here to back up the Lux as well, make sure that they don't die. And here is the Lilia forcing the flash from Vilberg. And just about missed that Q, allowing Annie to get over the wall, and it looks like they're just, you know, on an Hail Mary here.
No, LeBlanc's coming to help. Maybe they can do something?
it looks like the rest of the team is there to back up Vilberg now, and a 2v3 happening inside of the top lane. Not ideal, but there goes the Lilia ult, and it's going to be LeBlanc going down, but with Lilia stunned for just a little bit, it looks like Lilia is going to get clipped by that set W. But Wally is now on really low HP. It is a 2v3 once again, but two people on the Frostguards are looking extremely low. An extremely extended fight we're having here. And, you know, we have two tanks versus the Sejuani, who's really the only one who wants the fight still, so I don't really think much is going to be happening there. And unfortunately, that is just going to be the Caitlyn ult going out onto the Lux to finally finish her off.
Yeah. Well, the Frostguards. Is it Frostguards? Yeah, the Frostguards have managed to lessen
an
the
Ash arrow. An
an
Ash arrow just about able to hit this Annie, taking out a major source of damage for the Frostguards, and it's not looking good on this defense. The 3v3 here, but the Ash is back. This absolute force of nature is back inside of this fight. And it just doesn't look like Zignac's going to be able to do much, but there is a huge Seth ult able to take out almost all the HP on the Ash, take out so much HP from the Braum, and it looks like nobody's going to be able to get out of there alive. Wally found an absolutely beautiful ult angle and a W onto all three of them, doing so much damage, allowing them to clean up that fight inside of the top lane there.
Yeah, that's a big problem when you have two big tanks with Ornn and Braum. If Wally gets to ult them on your ADC is gone. Doesn't matter how much gold she has. She just explodes. But yeah, I think this Lilia is going to be very scary for the two tanks. Because they're not very mobile, and she can just run around circles. Well, run circles around them. The Lux sadly has... Did she die? Did she lose her Magi stacks? Or is this a new purchase?
I think, yeah. I don't remember if that's a new purchase or not.
Yeah. Well, the order because are coming through as well, so it's about 1,000 gold worth of free stats on each of the...
We have the Drake coming up
is...
in 45 seconds, and it looks like the Frostguard are looking to catch someone off guard as they walk up to ward here. But it's going to be Synta walking up, and that is a huge tank that they're not really going to be able to do much about. But they do see the Braum caught a little bit out, forced to flash away to get away from that 5-man.
Yeah. And just make Synta block inside.
Once again, we're in this situation where there's two big tanks in front of the rest of the team. Holly could be looking for something absolutely huge here. We see the Ornn ult going out, just about able to clip Slender, but it doesn't look like much else is going to be coming out of there. A huge headshot from Slender onto the enemy, onto the Lilia. That's going to be Synta all alone in the middle of 5 of them, not really able to do much. Still able to tank quite a fair amount of damage. That's Wally ulting in to try to get Syntat out, and that's going to be Syntat going down. All in the meanwhile, we also see Ash getting a triple kill, a quadra kill onto the Frostguard out of absolutely nowhere, while we see Syntat going down.
Yeah. And Lux stole the battle.
While we see the...
Good job, Lux. I think Ash is a true and trusted mage hater right now.
And honestly, with everybody down and them having a wave, I think this might just be game.
Yeah, 20 seconds. They've got super minions in a wave. Yeah, this might just be game. My god.
Probably do see them pour a lot to try to get rid of that. Get rid of the Ornn there. You know, if you leave this Ash and this Lux alive, there's just way too much damage going down. And that is going to be game 1 going over to the Mage haters.
Well, the early game didn't lie. The Mage haters had got the game. Who do you think played the best right now on these two teams? I think it might be Synta. Because he was positioning pretty well in the fights to prevent the set.
I think Synta did a really good job. Yeah, I think Synta did a really good job making sure that, you know, I mean, there were a few
The
times
other
where he
one is
got
obviously
ulted
the
back
Ashe.
onto the rest of the team, but obviously there's like some moments where like that where, you know, it's unavoidable when you're playing a tanky character and you're into a set. But at the same time,
Yeah.
he did play really well, making sure to peel, making sure that, you know, they weren't allowed to just hop onto this Ashe, and making sure that the Ashe and Lux are constant threats in these team fights. So I think just for that alone, I'm gonna have to give it the Synset on the Mage haters.
Yeah, it's between Ashe. Oh, sorry, it's between Ashe and Synthesis for me. The Ashe did
I
get
think
a lot
Ashe
of kills
also
on
did
bot,
just
and
play
she did quite
absolutely
well.
phenomenally.
Yeah, got her flanks off when she could. Got all the kills when she could.
A lot of Ashe arrows coming out of absolutely nowhere as well.
Yeah, hitting the mark on those as well.
But on
Yeah,
Frostguard,
yeah,
who
no,
do
I'm
you
thinking
say
I'll
is
give it to
the
Ashe.
ace?
The ace. Let's
Yeah.
see. Quali tried. He did get some pretty good ults. He did get to kill some things. The Annie engages weren't really working.
I mean, to me, it's pretty clear the ace is there.
Probably the LeBlanc, I'd say. Tried a lot.
Read my
roamed a lot,
mind.
did a lot of damage in the early game.
I think in the early game, the amount of pressure that this LeBlanc was putting down was really messing with the Mage haters. I feel like just the amount of map presence there was, maybe that's what led to the Mage haters bot lane getting a little bit further ahead, because they did have a very hard roaming support. But at the same time, the amount of pressure being made across the map in the early game, at least, the early to mid game, could not be ignored.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the LeBlanc is the reason they got back like from the gold lead, or like from the deficit they had.
But
So yeah,
we were both in agreeal. Our ace goes to the LeBlanc.
Yeah, I think I agree with that.
Right. And with that, thank you so much for watching the first match. We will be back with you after a short break. See you guys in a bit.
We love rakes.
it 1400 yet? Can I slay it yet? Is it 1400 yet? Is it 1400 yet? Is it 1400? Can I slay it yet? Is it 1400? How is this fight? Is it 1400 yet? Can I fight? Is it 1400? Is it 1400? You fucking missed! Fucking missed!
Hello, welcome
back.
back. And we're going to be hopping straight into the game. What an advert for the mini LTS there.
It's a banger. I knew a few memes that come from that one. And little birdie told me we're getting a new one on Friday. A whole new advert. Anyway, game's happening. We see champions, we see runes, we see summoner spells.
The one know what I'm absolutely ecstatic by.
No,
I
please do tell.
I see a ranged top of Varus into a Mundo.
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be. I mean, either the Mundo gets the
Painful,
scale
to
or
say
he
the
doesn't get
least,
the
for
game.
Mundo.
Yeah. Okay, so I see a Nocturne on the team, and the Nocturne is very good at winning the mid game. So I think the Mundo will get to scale at some point. I also see his HP bar, so I'm not so confident anymore.
I don't think the Mundo gets to scale, and I think even if he does, Varus is way too much max HP damage to be dealing with. It's kind of one of those like taboo team comps to lock Mundo into here, you know? You see a Varus, you don't lock Mundo.
But what if Mundo was picked first and then Varus? Also, the bot lane is kind of winning. For the side of Frostguard.
I mean, I don't know. If he plays his Varus correctly, he should be like 14-0 coming out of lane, right? So.
No, I believe in Huali. I believe he will get to scale. In 15 to 20 minutes, we will see him with 2 items.
To be fair, I've also seen Synta's Vayne skills, which concerns me about his Varus skills as well, but you know.
Yeah. That's a Kindred support. I just noticed the Kindred support.
Yeah, that is a Kindred support.
I did not look at all the champions. I thought that was jungle.
We do see Netta go in for an extremely ballsy looking flash Q onto Slender that just about misses.
I will not question the Kindred
Cat
support.
gonna be flashing onto the Jhin as we're gonna follow with the E, forcing Jhin to also flash away to keep his life.
Yeah, both jungles doing the same thing with the pathing, but Nocturne was a lot faster than the Masses. Holy moly. I mean, to be fair, it is 3 minutes and 40 seconds. I don't know why the Masses is still doing this clear.
Maximizing Q stacks. Maximizing those Q stacks.
I will believe that. The Kindred has gotten a stack from the Bard kill. Correct prediction on that. Quali suffering.
Yeah, and Wally, that's not when you want to be using E.
Well, bit of a quiet game right now. Nasus is still on the top side. Hasn't done his clear. I think he just waited for all of the Krugs to give him stacks.
Yeah.
And now he's just running at the Mundo. The Mundo does realize it, and he will just run away. Not sure.
See, I
how
know
he
you're
wants
meant to
let
stack
them
up on, you know, Nasus jungle. I don't know about stacking up this slow.
Yeah. It's a bit of a waste of tempo. Your bot side is up already, and you're only going back now. The Bard is trying to do a fancy little invade.
The Bard going on to
engage.
Slender, but Ezreal is just able to E away. Vilberg taking a lot of damage inside of mid lane, but it does also look like only Schwimp's mana bar is going to be just completely depleted.
Yeah. They're just gonna go back, I think, now. Not much to do in the
I
middle
think
of
it's
that
so
mana.
illegal that this Mundo's allowed to be anywhere near this wave. Once
Synth
again,
doesn't
Bard
wanna
looking
punish
for
him.
something
It's fine.
onto Slender.
Alright, so the jungle game is gonna be very in favor of the Frostguard. Because the Nasus is clearing at a snail space right now. even for weenie huts brackets, right?
He's got to be taking his time getting all those Q stacks,
think-
you know, on the precious wolf.
Yeah, he finished his clear with 4 minutes and something, if I remember correctly. Which is a little bad.
That's
They
what
did lose the first
that
break
is
up of it as
1
well.
minute 30 start clear times only.
Nocturne is done with the second clear, whereas Nasus is starting his second clear. Yeah. Okay.
Not really all too much happening from either side just yet, though. We did have the first Drake going over to the Frostguard, but that was kind of just without competition from the Mage haters.
Yep. Okay, but Nocturne is getting level 6 in 1 or 2 camps. I don't know if you got both levels. Well, that, yeah.
Oh,
Mundo just doing Mundo things and going where he pleases. The CS lead is not as bad as one would think. No ult on Varus now as well. He does also have ults, the Mundo, so he can probably survive at least one all-in, I presume.
I don't think so. I don't think Mundo can survive an all-in.
Yeah, he ults for healing there. Okay. He might actually kill him here. Oh my god, he took a tower shot.
No, don't, no,
Oh, so
Sinta,
close.
no,
So
no.
I think it was Exhaust and Flash used by Synthet. And
Yeah,
Ghost
exhaust
used by
and
Cloud.
flash.
Nocturne 6 coming in. Probably gonna go on the Synthet, but
Going on
Synthet
to the
wisely
Nasus inside of the jungle. Oh,
and you
there's
wanna
so
see
much
the Synthet, but he
damage.
didn't
We
have
see
any
the
vision.
result of all of those stacks coming out. But it looks like Nasus is just going to be getting taken out because of the support's roam here. And it looks
Yeah,
like
the
also the
mid
mid
lane
lane roam is also going to get punished here with 2 kills going over to the Frostguards. Going to be able to start up these Void Grubs for free without, you know, much that the Mage haters can do.
Yeah, we just lost the jungle and mid. No contesting this. The
Yeah.
next Drake is in 2 minutes. Nasus is surprisingly only 16 CS behind. 18.
Somehow.
That's gonna be 22 now with the skull crab.
Go.
I mean, see if Wally continues to just farm normally, he's not all that behind. He's 16. Oh, sorry, he's 13 CS behind. Right? Gonna be a bit more after this wave crashes, but still.
Please stop getting hit by you. Right.
Yeah, the poke damage is also nice on Mundo if he gets to hit those Qs. Because the do what I think
Yeah.
it's like 10 to 17% max HP and on magic damage, right? Sorry, no, current HP.
10%
not
max HP damage. Yeah. Well, yeah, current.
Current. Yeah.
10% current magic damage.
Yeah. Useful to block out all those tanks you play in top lane. Oh my god, Syntat. I think the Kindred might be in a little bit of trouble. But she dodges the
I
W.
don't
so
think
she
they're
just gets to go out.
committing to it.
Oh, if that one hits.
But unfortunately, it looks like
I
Syntat's going to be
think
getting
Syntat might
Nocturne
be a little bit
ulted.
dead.
Yeah.
Nocturne is so good for the mid game.
I mean, hey, welcome to range top.
No. I honestly think like any game with Nocturne I've seen always goes into the favor of Nocturne, at least like early to mid game, right? And they get a massive lead.
Yeah,
just because
100%.
Nobody really knows how to play around it.
100%. It's why I just always ban Nocturne inside of my
Nice
ranked
Ezreal.
games whenever I'm playing.
Good dice for it.
Very nice Ezreal, all just about catching out the... Just about able to catch out the Bard there.
Interesting decision from the bar to flash out of the Kindred ult as well.
Yeah.
But it is what it is. Slender Wolf taking a trade he should not take. Might actually die here.
Yeah.
If he ults, yeah. Yep, there we go.
And there it is. Curtains have
Bad
been
decision
called
to
and they have been
trade.
closed in Ezreal's face. Unfortunately.
He is getting gagged by the Nocturne though. Does Nocturne have ults? I don't see it. I think he does.
I'd assume not.
He
No.
doesn't have a timer on top of it.
Just
Okay.
nearly has the ult, and it looks like he's also waiting for it. But with Catnipple taking so much damage, he's being forced to come out now. There's the barrier from the Jhin, but will the Jhin be able to get away? Yes. Yes, he will.
With a sliver of HP as well.
Since that,
Nothing
please
has
stop
no flash on
respecting the
nothing
Mundo,
exactly,
your
so-
Varus. And it looks like Jhin is able to just about get away before that Nocturne ult is up to get him. Orion doing
Yeah,
a
but I
very good
think
job of
Nocturne's
just
gonna
dodging
win
these
mid lane
skill
now.
shots, but Nocturne looking into the mid lane.
Decides against it. He just wants to... Oh, he saw vision. I see. Oh my god, look at that damage though.
Yeah, but a lot of Mundo's
Jesus
Q
Christ,
damage is
come on.
really front loaded.
I mean, it's still, that's half HP.
Sentat, this is Anti-Mundo 101. Stop pushing the wave into him.
Yeah, I mean, he's just giving him farm for free.
Yeah.
Oh my god, Syntat. Please. Don't take a tower shot. Thank you. Yeah, I think the Mundo will get this go with how this is going.
I mean, I guess so. It's criminal, but I guess so.
Ezreal is once
Turns have
again
been called
dead,
inside
I
of the
think.
bot lane. Ezreal with happy feet down in the bot lane, dodging two of those curtain shots.
Moxon trying to position for an top gank. Syntat deciding to stay, I think. We don't know yet. Oh, there we go. Moxon's still in position to ult on top of them.
We have Bards really far up, but it looks like Nocturne's looking for that Varus, and there he's found his mark. Will they be able to do enough damage to get the Varus out without the Mundo there? But it looks like Catnipple is also here, both supports there, and it looks like this just is not a good fight for the Mage
the
haters.
Mundo
And
gets
that's
all
going to
the
be the
kills.
top laner and the support going down inside of the top lane. Unfortunate for the Mage haters. Just look like all the plays that they've been trying to make have just been going just about south for them.
I like the Veigar auto backing there. The Oriana in the cage. It's like, yeah, take this. 40 damage for us. And Mundo gets the tower. Whoa, mom.
Mundo just gets the tower.
5 seconds on Varus. Does he have TP? Do they have top quest already? Yeah, they do, okay. But he's not TPing.
Oh, Ezreal going to be getting hit by the Jin's root. And we have some more trading inside,
nice,
inside of the mid lane with the Kindred ult going out. Make sure that Kindred doesn't die, but they walk out of the ult just before it pops. But Villiver is going to be able to trade back onto the Nasus, and it looks like both mid laners are going to be left on very low HP. but Orianna might just be...
Might kill him, actually.
There we go, Orianna flash queuing onto the Veigar to make sure that that kill goes over. You know, a 2-for-1 when the Mage Haters are down does not sound too bad.
No, it doesn't.
Unfortunately, this Nocturne is just a Q. Oh, it is unfortunate, but they are just that low.
Well, some things never change, and that thing is if had Nocturne in the game.
Nocturne popping R onto this Jhin does not look like much. Jhin Jhin being forced to use the flash out to get away from that fear. If that lands, they could have looked for something, but here comes Catnipple all the way over. Looked like they went for a little bit too much, just like Icarus flying a bit too close to the sun, going for the Nocturne when they really should have just backed off. And is that going to be the double kill going over? No. Jhin is just about able to get out of there alive.
Yeah, I mean, this Nocturne is plenty powerful, and the Kindred support is somehow working better than Yasuo, you see?
I'm just so confused by these support picks.
I mean, look, the bot lanes are even, thanks to the Kindred. Yeah, Mundo being ahead of Varus, minute 16 is a little bit criminal.
It's so criminal. It's so criminal.
And surprisingly, the Nocturne is not that far ahead of the Nasus. A little bit of engaging on the mid lane. Ooh, good ult by Bard.
Really good ult from Bard,
Yeah,
getting to get Slender locked down completely. Not much that he can do aside from just accept his fate there. And now it's Catnipple left under the turret all alone. Is he going to be able to survive the onslaught of damage that's going to be coming on from the Jhin and Bard? And once again, Synthos is going to get ulted by this Nocturne. But in turn, it looks like they're looking for a play into the bot lane. Jhin calling the curtains, forcing Ezreal to walk up and down. But in the meantime, he's not able to get far enough away from the Nasus. He's just going to walk over, press Q, and just bonk him on the head.
That was the Kindred, not the Ezreal. Ezreal was dead.
Oh yeah, that was the Ezreal. Oops. Not Ezreal. Kindred.
You did have defense.
It's just so criminal. It's just so criminal what has happened in top lane.
The Mundo gets the scale. Oh, Rift Herald goes to the Nocturne. He's got the perfect skin as well. It's not the corporate Mundo skin, but this one's also acceptable.
It is.
I mean, yeah, Nocturne just feels a bit overpowered.
With the Drake up, it looks like both teams are looking to fight, and it looks like the Frostguard are going to be taking control of this bot side. Taking control of the river early, with the Mage Haters trying to walk into the river. Nasus taking over a lot of control here. Both wards going to be going down. With Nasus caught inside of that cage, he's going to be taking a lot of damage. The rest of the team clapping onto him. He's on such low HP and he's going to be taken out, but there's so much damage going down onto the Frostguards as well. There goes the Kindred ult, saving 2 players, and that's going to be Swim going in and unfortunately going to get caught out by that Mundo. It is now a 3v5 for this Drake, but once again, 3 people in the Frostguard are so unbelievably low. But looks like Ned is just going to be getting poked down over and over by this high poke team. And Demoniac and Vilberg are looking over the corner, trying to look for something here. And it looks like the Mage Haters are just going to have to sit back on this bush and try to contest from afar because of how low everybody's gone. Slenderwolf going in for a flank onto this Bard. And there goes the ult, getting the Bard out as well, forcing the rest of the team to walk away. And that is going to be the Drake converted for the Frostguard.
Yeah, third Drake. My god. On soul point already. Minute 18.
Soul point, minute 18.
Yeah, I don't know. The Nasus doesn't look like it's working right now. Might be
Not
like more useful later when he gets a few more stacks. Do we see his stacks? We do. 453 stacks. I don't think
minute
that's
20?
good, if I remember correctly. Yeah. 460 stacks.
I mean, at 20, that's phenomenal. But, like, you know, how much will it matter if the rest of that team has just been getting gank after gank from the Nocturne? They've all been fed. He's just dead before he gets to do anything. especially with the squishy build that he's going for. And once again, since that's just going to get ganked inside of this top lane, this time Catnipple and Vilberg are going to be catching him out once again.
Kindred has gotten the stacks she needs to get the attack range increase. Just from kills. I don't think she's ever stolen a camp. I think that Nasus is
And once again, this Nasus is going to be caught out by most of this team. He's going to get out, but he's forced to use his flash to be able to get out of that alive.
I mean, so how do Mage haters win this game? Because Syntat, as much as I like him, is currently 1-4. I guess it's just.
I never want to see this man on an ADC top again, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it's just gonna have to be like, you wait till Orianna and Nasus scale and hope you can pull the Mundo.
I mean, I feel like if this game does go on long enough, they should win this game. But at the same time, it's just not looking like it'll last that long.
Yeah. Like, look at the amount of damage Mundo's dealing.
Yeah, but you are looking at a 4-1-2 Mundo.
Yeah. Oh, nice ult.
And here comes the Nocturne as well. I don't know, chasing the Mundo here seems like such an odd decision. It works out if nobody on the Frostguard respond, but in turn, it does look like they're going to be able to get Vilberg inside of the top lane. At least they'll win. At least they get something in the top lane, not just lose everything in the bot lane.
Vilberg did not respect the Orianna. Didn't secure his vision. Yeah, I don't know. Nocturne is 306. Mundo is 513 somehow into a Varus. The only one that's ahead right now for the team of Mage Haters is Jhin. And even then, the bot lane as a whole isn't even. The Kindred has more items than the Ezreal. Okay.
Oh, we love our quote-unquote support players. And that is going to be Nocturne going in on the Orianna, which is so much damage already. He's so unbelievably fed. Bard is going to be using his E to get over that wall onto the rest of his team, and it looks like this is going to be a 2v3 for a little bit, taking down the Nocturne. Bard gets the shutdown.
Not the best.
And it looks like Nasus once again caught inside of this Veigar cage, and that is going to be so much damage going down onto the Mage Hater. Just doesn't look like they're allowed to go up, and that is going to be the Ezreal ult getting just so close to killing both the Jhin and the Bard, but they're gonna walk away with just the Bard.
How much damage? I mean, was it just Kindred? Kindred Veigar?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, goddamn. Whoa. I mean, they don't scale badly, right? Especially with the Kindred Veigar.
Yeah. You have two hyper-scaling champs that are just, you know, one is even, one is fairly accelerated.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah.
We have another fight going on for the Baron Nashor. Looks like a 3v4 inside of the top river. Curtain's gonna be... Was that the curtain called? It was the curtain called, but we only saw one bullet go out. But Nocturne's gonna ult in onto the mid laner. He's gonna get the mid laner, but he's also gonna go down himself. Wally leading the charge against the rest of the team now. Really just looking... And there goes the Bard ult. There goes the ult from Syntet onto this Veigar. Veigar left on very, very minimal HP. And he's gonna be just slowly but surely taking down this Mundo. But it looked like the Mundo found his way onto him, and that is Varus gone with Catnipple here to finally back up the rest of the team, and a TP coming in from the Frostguard. It does not look like the Mage Haters are going to have a chance to play this out.
Yeah. I mean, the Jhin is dealing damage, right?
The Jhin is dealing a lot of damage, but it's just...
The problem is, if the Veigar ever decides to just kill the Jhin, or the Mundo just gets on top of him, this kind of Jover Yeah, like look at them.
Yeah, and that's exactly what we were just talking about. The Vhagar just chooses one person and they are gone.
How many stacks does Nasus have? We'll see when he responds. Okay.
And especially with the build up, actually, I do love what Mundo has gone for. He's gone for the, instead of second wind D-shield, he's gone for conditioning Dorn's Helm. So yeah, taking away a lot of that, you know, early survivability, which I thought should have been suicidal into Varus, but, you know, obviously he's proven us wrong here. And, oof. Yikes.
Yeah.
Because of that conditioning, he just has so many more resistances than you'd be used to a Mundo having at this point.
He also, I mean, he only has, well, mostly has magic use.
Oh, and that's kind of being forced to use the ult immediately because of the Orianna. Gonna get a little bit of a heal, but the Predator's gonna poke him down just a little bit more. Does not look like they're in much of a condition to be taking the fight here, with the Mage haters taking river control for this Baron. Will they go for it? That is the question.
Max free if they went in right now. This is suicide.
Catnipple getting caught out completely by the Orianna, but here we have Nasus fighting the Mundo in the top lane with 3 people on top of this Mundo. There comes the Varus damage, taking out nearly half of the Mundo's health bar immediately, but we do see the Nocturnal going off inside of the mid lane. Are they going to be able to take out the Mundo before the rest of the team is there to back them up? And it looks like the amount of damage going down onto this Mundo is going to be the Mundo going down before the rest of the team is there to back them up. And now we have a 3v4 situation for the Baron fight. We have Sinta walking up a little bit too close to this bush. They finally know where they are, but there's the Vhagar with an absolute assassination, and the Ezreal ult going out, just absolutely shredding everyone down. What looked like a bad fight originally is just absolutely turned because the amount of damage that the Vhagar and Ezreal have combined. With only Shwimps on so little HP, the Ezreal and the Vhagar are hungry for this kill. There goes the second Nocturne ult because of what I believe to be a Hex Flame. That's going to be the rest of the team going down immediately. Unfortunate fight for the Mage haters. What looked originally good could just be a Baron going over now.
Yeah.
Wow, and we just see the amount of damage that went down in that fight, and in such a short amount of time, 4,000 damage from Vhagar. Oof.
Yep. Yeah. How many stacks is this? 231 stacks is Vhagar on. Okay. Does he have Rabadons yet? Not yet. Oh my god.
Not even yet. Not even a Rabadon yet.
Yeah,
I mean, it's the problem. It's the problem when you pick quite a squishy team into a Vhagar. He doesn't necessarily need all that much to just blow up your team.
It's not a problem that it's a squishy team. It's a squishy team without any sort of like dashes or mobility, bar like the Bard portal. They are very immobile. So if they get CC'd once, they are just dead.
And here we have the jungler once again just getting caught out there, and there's the Bard ult that is going to just about miss, and Sintat fighting the Mundo inside of the top lane. They're just about keeping this mid turret alive, and the two inside of the jungle looks like they're going to be getting caught out, and the curtains are going to be called with Kindred just about getting out, but that is going to be only Shrimp getting the Kindred out of that fight immediately. But we see Nocturne going for another ult onto Sinta. You hate to see it. As a fellow ranged top player, I absolutely hate to see it, but you know, it is the life of a ranged top laner, you know?
Yeah, I mean, you do kind of deserve it, right? You are playing ranged top. It is what it is.
Okay. Unpopular opinion, ranged top is unironically harder than melee top. Infinitely so.
No, just wrong.
You mean no?
You got a space fall, that's about it.
As a melee top, you can make at least like 3 or 4 mistakes before you're ever within lethal range. As a ranged top, you make 1 mistake, you're dead.
Yeah, but for that, you get to just like completely ruin the game for the melee tops. And
if the melee top has any mobility, any dashes, any gap close at all, you have to be constantly aware of it and play perfectly around it.
Playing range top. Range is an inherent advantage in League of Legends. If you can hit me
It
and I can't
is,
hit
it
you, that's a pretty big deal.
It is an inherent advantage, but also just because of the health pool that... I'm just confused by this Bartle. And there's going to be the Nocturnal going down onto Sintet once again. Sintet is just taken down immediately. Now it's looking like it is a 3v5 for the base push with the Baron minions. Will they be able to hold this out?
Nice.
They decided to go
Orianna
bot just
ult.
because they had everyone there. And Orianna ult being able to take out a lot, but Mundo is just going to be able to push the Orianna out. Mundo taking a lot of damage from the Jhin here, but once again, he still has that I can't die button in the back of his pocket, you know?
I don't even know what's damaging the Nasus, but he came in with 100% HP and is now at 40.
Yeah.
I guess he doesn't really have resistances because he went Fiend Hunter bolts.
I mean, this
See another
Nasus build
magic
really
attack.
relies on being able to lifesteal, and I don't think the lifesteal particularly matters if you're getting blown up by 2-3 abilities.
Yeah, fair. Would appear he's building another Magic Resist Titan next. Magic's gonna be Kaenic, Rukun.
I think we've seen a Jack show.
Powerful. Jack show? I
mean, he's building both magic
know,
and MR and armor resist, so...
Oh, I see the cloth armor, yeah. Yeah, maybe.
We have another fight for the
I don't think
Elder
you have to
this
worry about
time.
the armor damage.
Here we have an Elder this time
Oh,
with
you're right.
the...
All 4 Drakes went to Frost.
Yeah, all 4 Drakes went over to the Frostguards, and here we have the River Control once again being taken by the Frostguards. All 5 players on Frostguard have very good positioning here, but the Skullcrab is over toward the Mage Hater, so they do see all of them. And Bard's going to be going in immediately, going to be able to group everyone up, but he's going to go down immediately. There goes the Kindred ult, and Shrimps is going to just be getting caught out onto the side while all of that is happening, and unfortunately... You know, the Kindred's going to go down, but in return for that, the rest of the team is just going to be absolutely blown to shreds with Mundo chasing down this Jhin. It does not matter how fast you run Jhin because, you know, Mundo goes where Mundo pleases. Mundo is now TPing into the base to try to end the game right now. As well as the Veigar here.
With him as well.
Oh my god, he does have a Veigar with him, and I don't think Orianna has the damage to be getting rid of this Mundo. Mundo could be just doing a little bit of a disrespectful stand in the fountain, and that is going to be game 2 going over to the Frostguard.
Yeah.
Oof.
Damn. Yeah, I guess Nocturne just wins games. It's that simple.
Nocturne does just win games. I'm just so hurt. I'm just so hurt.
The top lane did not go. I mean, hey, I'm happy because I did say that the Mundo's gonna get to scale, and the Mundo did get to scale.
I'm just so hurt seeing a Mundo get to do anything versus the Varus.
Yeah. We did not talk about that game? Okay, we just won't talk about that game. Yeah,
okay,
I guess we just go to break them. Yeah. Well, no, we're not allowed to talk about the game. Since said so.
Oh, right. Yeah, since that we saw your vein in Arena, okay? Stop playing ADCs. Stick to Aatrox, alright?
Oh no.
Alright. But thank you for watching the second game. Obviously, we have a third game on our hands here. So, we'll be back with you guys after a short break. See you then.
Oh. And
Right.
welcome back, everybody. We are back for game 3 of Runeterra Rising with Mage Haters versus Frostguard. They both have 1 win, I think. Oh, wait, let me actually go watch the game. All right.
Right, here we
They both have
go.
1 win.
Glad to see
Okay.
since I'm something that's not range jump.
Yeah. He does have the Garen. It's a lot simpler this time. I did see a Zillion in game as well,
Ooh.
so I will
I have messed up my
cheer
sound
for that guy
settings.
as well.
Give me 1 second. There we go.
Got it. Okay,
There
so
we
we
go.
have Shaco Jungle. Oh, it's not Garen. It's a Riven. What? It is a Riven. It's Riven versus
Garen
Garen.
and a
Okay,
Riven.
never mind. There we go. Okay. So Riven versus Garen top. Shaco versus Zyra in the jungle. Zyra has a really fast clear. Zillion versus the Fury mid. I think the Fury will have kind of a field day against Zillion. But Zillion scales very well, so we'll see how it goes. Sadly, he does only have... I guess Riven is the only target for the Zillion speed-ups. Unless he can slow down the Garen. That's also good enough. And then a Smolder Nami lane versus a Yunara Blitzcrank lane. Hope the Blitzy hits the shots. Boom, hooks.
That Blitzcrank hook just about missing.
Okay, so both junglers having top to bot. So we're gonna have, hopefully, a pretty cool team fight in bot. Blitzcrank taking a fuck ton of damage. I don't know if I'm allowed to swear, but I'm just gonna take my PG-13 rating on that one.
Right, okay, there we go. I'm back, I'm fixed, everything's good. A wide Nami queue and a lot of trading happening inside the bot lane right now. Looks like Nami is going to be caught out a little bit, being forced to use the heal to get away from that right there.
Well, Zillion versus the Fury mid is going to be very boring if the Fury can't get a kill off. Especially past level 6. And if the Zillion does go
I mean, we have some
full
heavy
the
trading
bounce
inside of the
Fury will
top lane
die.
right now. Wally being forced to get away from that Garen E. But, you know, well, the bot lane isn't looking too great for Smolder right now. Once again, it is just Smolder. If he gets to scale up, then kind of just aim if this lasts long enough.
Oh, this is a gank happening in bot lane. Zyra coming on bot. Or maybe not, just going for the Skull Crab. My bad.
Going for the Skull Crab when she doesn't have priority could be a very risky move there.
Shaco might do something about it.
And there's the Shakeout and Blitzcrank both walking up, but yeah, no, there's the Skull Crab, it's already gone. Now here's the thing, Nami and Smolder did take some pretty bad trade earlier on, but now this wave is actually being pushed back into them by the Yunara.
I mean, I don't think it matters all that much. Oh, Blitzcrank missing another hook. Because it's the same Nami hook,
and now the Yunara is
way too much.
a bit far up, taking a lot of damage. How are they going to be able to receive that next wave? Looks like they might just have to back up because of the damage threat that these have, but Catnipple is waiting inside of that bush, seeing if anybody walks into his hook range. And does not look like it.
Well, Catnipple has missed 2 hooks out of 2 till now, well, that we've seen. I hope he hits the next one. 3rd time's the charm.
And we see the Nami flashing in to go for a
Amazing.
bubble, and Catnipple going in, getting the knock up into the hook. Nami taking a lot of damage. The Ignite going down onto the Nami. Could this be First Blood going over? The Smolder's able to get First Blood. It doesn't look like they have just about too little damage to get rid of the Nami first for that little bit of First Blood gold, but it's going to be a 2-for-1 towards the Smolder in the bot lane.
Not ideal. We're against the Smolder.
A little disastrous.
Scaling is kind of Memo's game. He's supposed to be weak early, quote unquote. Yeah, that's a 1.5.
God, ever since they added that DFT rune. Ever since they added that DFT rune.
Yeah. A little bit bonkers. Zillion losing out to Nefri in mid lane, as expected. And the Shaco's not really invading or ganking much. Just kind of the whole point of Shaco.
But Garen's gonna be taking a trade with the Riven, with the E just about missing. And Riven's gonna be popping the ult, but she's gonna be silent, so she's not gonna be able to get much off of that.
Yeah.
So far as to, you know, pretty much lose the trade there, considering that's her Ignite gone.
I mean, Garen will also regenerate most of the HP that you just lost.
Yeah. But we have a big fight going off. With that hook going on to the jungler, they're getting healed up by the Nami, but unfortunately Slender does pop the Q and is able to get the kill onto the enemy jungler there. With Nefiri walking down though, but it looks like Yunara is not aware of that just yet and has been put into a little bit of a bad position with the Nefiri going in onto the Yunara already, and that is another double kill going over to the Smolder. 5 and 0 already. Ooh. You hate to see it for the Frostguard. You absolutely hate to see it.
Starting to look very bleak. They also outscale, I think, heavily across the board.
Yes.
Smolder, obviously. Nami, Blitzcrank is about the same. Blitz just have to get the hooks. Top lane is... Yeah, I think
and yeah, there it is. There it is, Demacia. And it looks like Zara wants to force this first strike.
Yes, level 3.
Looks like Zara wants to force that first strike off of that plane bot. Very reasonable there.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think they can ever contest a Drake if it's
just about like missing that Nami bubble. If that bubble hit, it could have been disastrous once again. At this point, Smolder has the Essence Reaver already, such a huge gold lead already. 1.5k in the bot lane. Just from the ADC. Catnip is going to be taking a lot of damage there, making it very hard for him to walk up for any sort of engages here.
Yeah, the point at which Smolder becomes like a normal ADC and not a weak one, quote-unquote, in the early game, is when he gets that Essence Reaver. And that has happened at 8 minutes this game. So,
yeah,
totally downhill.
An extremely accelerated Smolder. Doing so much damage already. That is half of Yunara's HP gone from a Q and an E.
Yep. Essence Reaver Smolder.
Everyone just taking some damage for free from the Garen. But we do see a fight going on for the Void Grubs. Looks like Zara's going to be popping the ult to get them away, and is going to be securing this last Void Grub as Sinset just decides to BM on top of the Vision.
Oh, he is 700 gold ahead against Riven, and Riven is a Feast or Famine champion.
Yeah.
And it looks like she's going to be famining this time.
I mean, across the board, it's just really not looking good for the Frostguards.
Yeah. Down 4k gold almost in 9 minutes.
However, what I will say is, while yes, Riven is a Feast or Famine champ, once Riven hit that, you know, the Death Dance Endless Hunger spike, I feel like regardless, if they get a reset in a fight, I don't think it matters too much how far behind they are. But here is Smolder going for another kill. Another one handed over to Smolder with 6 kills on the board now.
Yeah, the game is looking tougher and tougher as the fun goes on. The more kills Smolder gets.
We are not even 10 minutes into the game, and there's a 4.2k gold lead towards the Mage haters.
Yeah. Nice dodge by the... what is it? Yo, top laner.
Yeah. Oof. Yikes. That gold graph. Ooh, looks like the Vera is going to be going in on Vilberg a little bit, but that speed up is just enough to get him
Yeah,
all the way
Zillion.
across lane. Zillion champion.
Zillion cannot die. Zillion is pretty good against all other champions. It's a shame he only has Riven and Shaco to realistically speed up and do stuff.
Yeah.
If he had like an actual proper bruiser, this game is a lot more playable. It's like a Darius or even Lee Sin, if anything else. Mads has 5.5k gold and is about 1.5k.
Oh, and it looks like they're
gold
looking for
second.
something in this bot lane right now, trying to shut down this Smolder. Looks like Nami is just going to be absolutely caught out completely. And are they going to be able to get the Smolder? No, they are not. Smolder going to be walking back, getting a little bit more damage onto Catnip. But the Shaco is still here. If Smolder decides to walk up, it could be dangerous because of this 738 gold. And there's the hook going down, and this looked like there is
the Blitzcrank got it though.
There is the Blitzcrank getting the nearly 1k gold shut down. That hurts to see, especially when Shaco also went down for this gank. Wait, did Shaco go down? Who went down?
Yeah, it was Blitzcrank, I think.
Yeah,
Blitzcrank
Blitzcrank.
died for it.
What we do
That's
see,
I think.
2 roots,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
that
but she
looks
does
like
get the kill back.
Yunara
Oh, sorry,
also
does she
just
get it?
down, yeah.
Okay. Not the worst if you're this far behind.
Not the worst, not the
Trading for
worst, by
one.
no means.
The Shaco is sadly going lethality and not crit, so he will not be able to one-shot anybody. It's a bit unfortunate.
Oh, and there's another beautiful Blitzcrank hook, going to be taking so much damage on, but Smolder is just so fed at this point that a flash away and a
No,
Q
it was
is
the
just
Nami
going to
bubble. It was a-
absolutely melt this Yunara.
Very good Nami bubble reaction by Jaden.
Very, very
Fucked up
good
both
non-lethal
people.
reaction speed.
Yeah. Yeah, this game is not looking fun. Smolder is still 8-1. Almost at the infinity edge as well. My god. Garen chose not to buy boots and buy an item instead.
Are we going to see a sub 15 IE?
What time is it right now? 2 minutes till
I think it's
Baron?
like
No,
13.
First Herald.
2 minutes still, Herald.
Yeah. You got 2 minutes to do it.
And there's going to be
You got
Catnip
2
getting
minutes
caught
over.
out a little bit. Going to be... But there's the Shaco to back him up. They don't know where the Shaco is just yet. That is a lot of damage from the lethality Shaco. The Blitzcrank able to hook the Zyra back in, but here comes the Nefiria with the ultimate. Gonna be getting the reset off and going for the Shaco, but the clone is very, very low. Forcing them to back away. Oof.
Oh, nice gun.
Nami, just
know that.
no vision bubbling. No vision bubbling to Shaco, cancelling that reset. And
think
yeah,
Kwami's dead.
Demacia.
I don't think you can do much here. Yeah.
Yeah, Demacia jump.
Well, that's at least that's Ignite out from Synthet. Demacia again. Yes, Synthet. You can scream Demacia.
Could Blitzcrank hit a hook here and actually go for something, or is the Smolder just so far ahead that they're better just play their wave states at this point?
Smolder does have his Q upgrade, the second one. Now we just wait till
Yeah, already.
25.
128 CS and 125 stacks already. 3 minute 15. Here we have a little fight for the Drake with Zillion there as well as the Shaco, but looks like the Zillion's going to be going down. There's the Zillion ult with Smolder ult going out. Hitting, able to hit the Shaco. Vilberg does not look like he's going to be getting out of this alive, but here we have Smolder kind of trapped inside of this Baron pit. Will he be able to get out? Or, actually no, he doesn't even need to get out. The rest of the team is here to back him up, and
Yeah.
there is a 3-for-1 in the Drake pit. Who did the Drake go over to?
We went for Zyra.
And to Zyra as well, so a 3-for-1 in Drake pit, and they don't even get the... Frostguard don't even get the Drake. That is... devastating here.
Yeah, there's
We see the IE just
much to
after
analyze in this
15
game.
minutes.
There's just fed the Smolder, and the Smolder is probably gonna carry now. The Fury's also way ahead.
Yeah, across the board, we just have everyone's ahead, except for... I mean, the supports are just dead even.
Yeah, but the supports, like, the only way, realistically, for Frostguard to get back into this game is for Blitzcrank to find some amazing hooks. But even then, against the Fury that just turns around and, like, doesn't get hooked because of her dogs, it's very hard.
Yeah.
Smolder has his E.
Very difficult.
I guess Nami's, like, okay-ish targets. Yeah, half HP just on
I feel like Nami and Zyra are the two targets that they want to go for with these Blitzcrank hooks.
Yeah, but Zyra as well, like, she can just put down some plants.
Yeah.
Ollie might be dead again.
We do see a very, very risky play on top of this Rift Herald. Does not look like it's going to be working out for Bila. Unfortunately, but Synthet is here to once again go around spinning like a Beyblade. Damasio, one of them. Wally and the Shaco are on top of him, though. Is going to be able to get out. There's Vilberg as well to cut off his exit route. And he just about gets the Hextech Gate. Just barely getting out alive in that situation.
Honestly, I think even if all four of them fight him, I think he had at least one more person down.
Yeah.
I tried to put a double bomb stun by Zillion, but...
I mean, here's the question. If you're on Frostguard, what do you do here to try to flip this game around?
Try to get a Zillion weapon Smolder or Nami.
See, I'd love to agree, but the Smolder just has so much damage already. And here we have Synthet maybe going down. No, he flashes away from the Q3.
Oh,
able to just about get out alive, and he's already so low. Oh, a little bit of phrasing. Riven chasing aggressively, and Riven gets a kill. A very, very nice kill onto the Garen. Although top lane originally did not look that good, it looks like the Riven isn't doing that bad. We do have a fight inside of the mid lane with the Blitzcrank ult going out, the Zyra ult going out, and the Tidal Wave going out as well. There's so much CC on the Mage haters team, but it doesn't look like they're going to be getting anyone. Zimniak is actually going to be able to take out this Zyra with 3 ults and with 1 ult invested from the Frostguards and 2 from the Mage haters. You know, when you're down this far, you love to see it. Yeah, but here comes the Nefiri. Will the Nefiri be able to kill the Shaco and get their ult reset? It looks like they are, but it doesn't look like there's going to be able to go for anything else here.
It looks like she's trying though. Yeah, she's going.
She is trying, and she's on top of Slender, but Slender's just going to get away with taking so much of this turret damage and getting pulled back in by the Blitzcrank. Blitzcrank taking a 781 gold shutdown.
Another one for Blitzcrank.
Another one for Blitzcrank. I mean, hey, full AP Blitzcrank, anyone?
Yeah, he's not doing it, but it would be pretty funny. It's when Zeke's instead. I mean, it's just a hard game. Riven's not ahead enough to be able to like actually fight fights.
Yeah. And it looks like Riven's gonna be getting caught out here, taking a lot of damage. Actually, not that much, to be fair. Not that much. Riven opted in for an Eclipse and is immediately going for the Death Stance here, it looks like. And here we have Fight for the Drake, where the Frostguard have been able to take control over the river early, but with the Garen going in and the Nefiri, it just looks like there's too much going on and their team just gets absolutely shredded apart with all of them separated. Doesn't look like there's much for them to do. Slenderwolf getting just Damasiad, while Smolder is going absolutely ham with the 2 people that were left on the back. Zignac is still alive, but it does not look like he's going to be alive for long with how low he is. Barely getting out. How has the Smolder not executed him? And that is
He doesn't
going to
have his
be
burn
the
yet.
third Drake going
Wait, no, he
over to
does.
the Mage haters again.
Hey, well, hard battle ahead of Frostguard.
Very, very rough.
4k gold lead on Smolder, also up to the execute threshold on the stacks. And the Fury is also a big problem. You can just pretty much go in whenever she pleases.
I mean, to be completely fair, if I'm Frostguard here, I'm just going to start investing all of my resources into this Riven. Because while Riven is down, she's only down 1,000 gold right now.
Yeah, fair.
And it looks like they're doing just that.
Yep.
Putting everything onto Sintet to make sure that he doesn't get anything for this bit of an overextend. Riven all going a little bit wide. Are they going to be able to get the... Yes, they are, and that is another kill going over to the Blitzcrank once again.
The Blitzcrank just stealing all the kills, all the important shutdowns. Yeah, very hard. Baron spawning. Do we get a Baron fight, or are we just gonna give it over? I think we're posting for a Baron
Looks like
fight.
Blitzcrank is looking for a hook onto Biwa. Biwa gets hooked in, but there's just so much peel from the Mage haters, and it's going to be Smolder getting two of them, popping the ult as well to get a little heal. Triple kill from Smolder. And now they're looking to push out the mid wave. Wilbur kind of walking up in a little bit of a dangerous position, gets the stun onto the Smolder, and here's Wilbur's revive, but he's in a little bit of a precarious situation. Does not look like he's going to be able to do anything to get out of there, and that is going to be another kill handed over to Smolder. 14-1 and 4 with a 5.4k gold lead. Who is going to stop this man?
I don't think they can.
I mean, the question is more so, who could stop this man?
Probably Blitzcrank and Riven together. I mean, they just have to, like, Blitzcrank has to hit a hook, and then Riven and Shaco have to just jump on top of him and hope they kill him. And even then,
Yeah.
like, Smolder has Flash, has Barrier, has his E2 just away. I don't know.
Even then, they don't have any anti-heal, so this Nami is just able to keep him alive for so long.
That too.
You were getting caught out a little bit by the Shaco, taking a lot of damage from lethality Shaco, and it looks like that is going to be Biwa going down, but in the meantime, Blitzcrank does go down, and Sintet's going to be Demaciing another person, getting them down. But Sintet looks like he's getting slowed, and looks like it's exactly what they want to be doing here. They want to be trying to make sure that this Riven gets more and more kills. Riven is starting to approach that point, though. They're starting to approach that point where, you know, they're going to start building the Endless Hunger next. And in these team fights, if Riven gets a single kill, they just start taking over.
Yeah, I don't know. The Smolder is fat enough that maybe it just doesn't matter.
I think you're severely underestimating how broken Riven is right now. I feel like if they keep on doing what they have been doing and trying to make sure that this Riven has as easy of a time playing as they possibly can, just like that, with 4 people on top of Smolder, Shaco's going to be taking that shutdown.
Okay. Not the worst. A little bit of a throw. Still a 7k gold lead though.
However, all of the gold lead is mostly focused on top of the Smolder.
Yeah. If they get him, it's a much more even game. And they do have Zillion to cheat in a 6v5. So it might be playable. Oh, ADC getting caught on mid lane, as always.
ADC getting caught on mid lane by the Nefiri. Unfortunately, you just cannot be that far up. I know you're right next to your base, but you're just not allowed to be that far up. That is an absolutely devastating tower to be going down as well, with 28 seconds on the Drake.
Is it soul for them? It is soul for them. Yeah.
It is
28 seconds before soul. Dying on mid lane. Classic ADC.
Blitzcrank maybe a little over ambitious there, but he does have the armor to just walk in and walk out. But Wilberg is going to be using his ult to make sure that he doesn't die here. Going to be flashing away, but Is it enough? It does not look like it is enough. And here is the Nami ult going in with Nefiri just chasing down everyone else on this team. And it looks like they're just going to have to give over this soul. Hextech soul, a very influential one as well.
Hextech soul and Smolder are very annoying to deal with.
You know what the Smolder needed? The Smolder definitely needed the static. Yeah, obviously a free static. Ooh.
Yeah, of course.
Ooh.
Well, the Nefiri might die, actually.
That's just Nefiri getting caught by Shaco. Invis champ.
Bit of an overextend. We knew everybody was up, and we didn't see many people on the map, so. I mean, even with all those shutdowns, the Shaco only has a 300 gold lead on the Zyra. He is...
Yeah.
What is that? 60 CS down?
Quite far down in the CS department here.
It's just hard. It's more so
But once again, his jungle has not been his jungle for quite a while.
Yeah. I mean, Baron's in 2 minutes. I guess we're just waiting until that happens.
And we get a grab, we get a hook from the Blitz, taking out the Nami. All the healing is gone, and the Yunara chasing down the Smolder, doing so much damage. Smolder popping the barrier, try to get out.
Nice.
Doubly going out from the Smolder, and it does not look like they're going to be able to finish off the Smolder. But he is too low to engage in any more fights for now.
That was a nice Shaco to dodge the Smolder. I think it was Q.
It was.
But yeah, here we see why Zilean is actually pretty okay in Nefiri, because if you hit a Q on her and you're full AP, you will just delete all of her dogs.
Yeah. A lot of resource damage gone, and Biwa just getting caught out, overextending into the jungle for really no reason.
She wanted the red buff. That's it.
Can you really go for the red buff though when everyone's unknown?
Of course it will. What do you mean? It's your red buff. It was promised to you, okay, when you were given birth. You should just be there.
Riven looking
Garen's
to
basically just ignoring the Riven.
this. Garen just ignoring the Riven completely. Gonna be taking so much damage, and it looks like it's Demacia. Yeah. And oof, that hook just about misses. It would have been devastating. But here we have a 4v2 happening inside of the top lane. The Garen does not have ult, and Nami is able to land some very big bubbles, making sure, and dodging the Blitzcrank hook as well. It looks like these two are just going to be getting out for free with a Nefiri there to back them up. It looks like this turnaround is happening from a 4v2 into a catastrophic turnaround for the Mage haters. Nefiri will go down, but with everybody on the enemy team down, this could... Everyone down on the enemy team. The only person coming up soon is the Blitzcrank and Riven.
I mean, if it's not game now, it's going to be game as soon as they get Baron and then push again.
Yeah. I mean, is the Riven and Blitzcrank going to be enough to hold this for long enough? But there's the flash from Garen. Riven being forced to back up a little bit. That's the first turret down. Are they able to stall for long enough for the rest of the team to come alive? They are, but both the turrets are already gone. And Smolder just does such insane amounts of damage. There goes the Blitzcrank is down. The Riven takes so much damage, and the Smolder gets caught out by the Zilean, but it just does not matter. They get healed so much by the Nami, and the Nami lands a beautiful bubble. And there goes the ult from Zilean. Here we have Riven's ult. Is she going to be able to do anything to hold this for any longer? There's a quadra kill onto Smolder. Is Smolder going to be able to get the penta? There it is! And that is going to be game going over to the Mage haters and this series.
Tentacle for Smolder at the very end to close it out. Damn.
Pentakill promised to him ever since that 4-0 lead.
Yeah. I mean, that was just a... Yeah, just a destruction. Like every
Kind
single
of
lane.
just a
I guess
stomp
stomping
on
was
for that
pretty
last match.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looked like their only
Yeah.
real chance there was to try to accelerate that Riven, but they just weren't able to do it fast enough.
Yeah, we see the updated standings now. I think... Is Demacia just first now? $275. Ah, okay. So Piltover can still get 275 points, which means they can be 10 points ahead of Demacia if they win everything.
Now we see that situation of, you know, now things are a bit hard for Piltover needing to win absolutely everything in order to have a chance of taking over that first place.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's possible, right? Well, who are they playing in the next two games? Okay. So they got
Yeah,
Shurima in the lower
we
final,
have.
and then Freljord.
Yeah, sorry, you gone?
No, I'm just thinking. I mean, Freljord is a pretty strong team, right? Or in general has pretty strong teams on top of it.
Yeah, they do.
And I don't remember the Shurima team in the lower brackets. So I'll have
Absolute
to-
Shurima. But yeah, what a series. We went from a very close game on the first one to a kind of stomp for the Frostguard
Freljord,
into
yeah.
a stomp for Mage haters. But, you know, Rex, series has come to an end now, right? I do have to ask you, who is your MVP and ace for the whole series as a whole?
Damn, that's a tough question. Because a lot of people played really well across the different games, and sometimes they inted, right? Mostly not
Yeah.
Syntath, but it's fine.
Not to point fingers or anything, but ours.
Yeah, no, obviously. I'm not pointing fingers. No, not at all. Maybe Mads?
Mads
Was it
did
the
play
Ash
very well
game
in
one?
all three games, I feel.
Yeah. Was Mads the Ash level game one? I think so.
Yes.
Because they won, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. Then I think I'd give it to Mads.
Yeah,
the
I
only time
think
he
I think
played
that's reasonable. Yeah.
40-ish is on the Ezreal. And even then he didn't completely end the game.
I mean,
And
I
still
wouldn't
hit
say
some
he
pretty
played
good Ezreals.
he played poorly on the Ezreal. I feel like his ults were just they were right where they needed to
Wait,
be.
no, was it the Ezreal? No, it wasn't the Ezreal. It was the other guy. It was the Jhin, I think?
The Jhin.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Jhin. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, so Ash, Jhin, Smolder last game. Smolder obviously carry. Ash was pretty good as well. And then the Jhin was kind of back.
Jhin was doing damage, but I feel like, you know, you don't really have
Yeah, the
if you have everyone else
farm, then
losing on your
Jhin
team,
Mundo
it's
is
a
not
little
different.
rough.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think MVP does have to go to Mads, but who would be your ace then?
Oof. Let's see. Quali had a set game, a Riven game, and what was the middle one?
Mundo.
Mundo game.
Tragedy
true.
Mundo game.
Yeah. Jungle, I didn't quite like the Shaco.
I mean, to
Even though
me,
he was
right?
doing Okay.
To me, I've gotta put the spotlight onto Catnipple for their support gameplay throughout
Fair.
basically the whole series. Their first game, basically holding together the whole entire team with the roams from LeBlanc. Second game, the amount of damage they were dealing out, the amount of pressure they had with the Kindred ult, and how many times they were able to just not be blown up and still dish out absolutely amazing damage. And then even in that third game, hitting some absolutely phenomenal Blitzcrank hooks.
Yeah, I could be convinced of Catnapple. I think it's either Catnapple or maybe Folly for me. The Veigar game was pretty good, but the other two mid lane games were kind of not as strong, let's say.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that has been the Freljord versus Demacia lower bracket. And please do tune in on Friday, 7 p.m. for the lower bracket final. Yeah, the lower bracket final on Friday, 7 p.m. Set your alarm. But thank you all so much for tuning in and watching.
We love you all, yes.
Love you all so much. Thank you for tuning in. Have a great one.
Till next time.